Alright, with these glorified Marvel background characters done with their quippy dialogue, I can start my introduction. Hello and welcome to a new series on the channel. This is gonna at least be the rest of this week. I would love to do a longer series, you guys have to let me know. But this is Starfield. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's a space exploration RPG made by the same people who made Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout 3 and 4, Fallout 76, and it is probably the only AAA game I'm buying this year. It's the only one that has got my interest. And this area is the tutorial. You start off here, you're mining for some reason, okay? This game has a lot of role-playing mechanics, but just like in every Bethesda game, you start off with a really weirdly specific start. And we're in a mine, and it's gonna give me the basics of interacting with things, looting, shooting, all that nonsense, right? Couple of things that you're going to be interested in if you're watching this for kind of a review, although it is more of a let's play. I've played this game for 3 hours already, and I encountered one bug, and it didn't even crash once, which for a day one Bethesda Game Studios product seems scientifically impossible, but here we are. So, with that quick introduction out the way, we're gonna get through this tutorial. It sets up the story, we get through this tutorial, we make our character, and then we play the game. Like every Bethesda game, it has like a 30-minute drawn-out introduction, where we have to follow this character very slowly for a while as they give us quippy dialogue. We can press F to turn on our headlight. And yeah, I've played a few hours of this game already and I'm quite impressed with it, to be honest, especially the role-playing mechanics. Usually Bethesda streamlines these things and makes it even more simple than it was before, but honestly they've done a really good job with making some pretty interesting playstyles and backstories for your character. We'll get into that in the character creation though. I'm gonna skip past all of this tutorial. It's boring, it's a tutorial. We get our first weapon, the cutter. Okay, I ran off without supervision into this cave, nothing can possibly go wrong. This is the first important part of the story. We need to interact with this thing. Whatever this is, I don't actually know yet, and I'm not going to spoil it anyway if I did. So, we need to mine this, so that we can get access to the material, and then we steal it. This is some kind of important MacGuffin, and it does this to us. And now that we have the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow, we can start the game. Where's Doc Mitchell? Let me at him. Here's the character creator, and we are an old woman. No, it picks a random preset. There are a lot of presets. If you do not want to make a character, there is a lot of options for you. Generic guy, you'll do. So, you get a full body customization. You can go as fat, as thin, as muscular, or as various combinations as you like. It's an improvement over Skyrim and probably an improvement over Fallout 4. I'm just gonna go for sort of generic action hero, slightly muscular there. Right, so for face customization, it's kind of a little bit of a step down for Fallout 4 in my opinion, but I think they did it in service of making it easier to use, which, fair enough. So you can customize your head shape, and I've seen some absolute abominations with this, so if anybody is a veteran of the Oblivion days and wants to know if they can make an abomination, you absolutely can, don't you worry. I absolutely hate this character, to be honest, but it doesn't matter that much. And you can customize all of the normal face stuff. You can get piercings if that's what you're into. No lip piercings though, that disappoints me. And you can get face tattoos. I've never been able to make a good-looking character in a Bethesda game, but this at least looks vaguely human. I mean, it's got a scar because I wanted to be a bounty hunter character. Give me an eye color, though. Come on. We can do better than that. Let's go like my classic red. And what about hair color? How bad does the white look? Because that is usually the hair color I go, yeah, that's not very good. At least this time it came with hair dyes. We had to wait like 2 years to get that in Fallout 4. That looks a little better. He looks less baby-faced. I can get behind that. I do kind of want to be like a bad character. Not a bad character, but I want to be a real grey area, you know? So this is where it gets a lot more interesting, though. You can pick a background, which is kind of like a class. It'll start you out with 3 skill points allocated to 3 different skills, and it'll give you different dialogue options. And there is a good amount of them, and you can also just sort of go for nothing and you'll get a nice little boost of various unaffiliated things, but you can be a xenobiologist, you can be a space scoundrel, you can be a soldier, you can be a ronin, you can be a diplomat, you can be all kinds of things, but I want to be a bounty hunter. Now, it's more for the roleplay choices. The skills I don't particularly care about. Piloting, targeting, control systems are okay. Boost pack training is good, but this isn't the best skill start for sure, but I'll take it. And the next thing you get is traits. These are positives accompanied with a negative usually, and the ones I want to do are ones that are going to fit my bounty hunter character here. There is one called Dream Home, where you start with a really nice house on a peaceful planet, and it costs you 500 credits per week to keep using it, or you can pay off a 125,000 credit mortgage, which I think is pretty cool. It's a good reason for a bounty hunter to be bounty hunting, right? He literally has a mortgage. Another one I'm going to go with is Introvert, which is going to be I'm better alone, which I think is just a good personality choice again for a bounty hunter. And the other one is, and you'll notice the Introvert blocks Extrovert. And the other one is Wanted. Someone has put a price on your head and word has spread. Occasionally, armed mercenaries will show up and try to kill you, but being cornered gives you an edge. When your health is low, you do extra damage. So you get a little bit of nerd rage, and you occasionally have to fight mercenaries. You can clear it for like a pathetic 3,000 credits. I'm just going to pretend that that option isn't in the game and I cannot clear that wanted bounty and that this trait is stuck. But you can actually get rid of most of these traits. I don't know if you can get rid of an introvert. I think that's terminal. But you can walk away from the mortgage on the home. You can get a lot of different options here and undo the effects of them, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of good stuff here. It's all about background stories, you know, where were you raised, but I wanted to go for Dream Home, Introvert, and Wanted, so that I've got something for my bounty hunting to be paying for. Introvert just makes sense for the character, and Wanted just means I'm gonna constantly be watching my back, and it makes sense with a bounty hunter. You know, I pissed off Jabba the Hutt at some point, and now I'm wanted by him, and that's why I was on a mining planet doing some mining nonsense, right? It's all role-playing, makes perfect sense. Let's finish this. You can give yourself a name, it is pre-built, and you've got a pronouns button, a dedicated button for it, which is B. The B is the pronouns button. I'm just going to stick with he, him for this character, and confirm. In this game, unlike in Fallout 4, we finally have gone back to the sweet release of not having a voice protagonist. Let's tell her there was light and music. I'm going to skip past most of this, it's really not that interesting. If you were hoping for important story beats in this, by the way, they literally are just wasting your time. It's just a Bethesda thing, you get a feel for it. We want to skip to the part of the game where I'm actually playing the game and not just following these idiots around. I'm just happy the game actually runs and doesn't bug out and crash constantly, which is massively improved. So we start out here in Space Britain with grey skies, because that's the first introduction you want to give your brand new game. Make everybody think it's constantly coloured piss yellow. Jesus, Bethesda. Like you make a sport out of making terrible starts to your game. There's our new ship. My ticket off of this rock.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
You could call it that.
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier.
Oh no, it's Alduin. He's coming for my Dragonstone. Not the Crimson Fleet. Yeah, I need to grab a gun. So we get a pistol. It is 7mm and it doesn't auto favorite, so I'm gonna go ahead and press B and put that in my 1 slot because it's the first actual weapon you get. I have my keys bound differently because I do not tolerate basic Bethesda keybinds. I'm gonna go third person, use the scroll wheel for that, by the way. We're gonna get into a fight here. I'm gonna sneak up on them. Really? 23:30 and you're still running at me with a knife? Loot him. The shooting feels fine. It is barely improved over Fallout 4, so if you were expecting the best first-person shooter experience, this is not... Whoa, that's a lot of them. This is not that. And it generally feels better to just hip fire everybody. I can't tell which of these is the pirate. The red guy. Okay. I need to loot all these guys. They have, like, sellables, and I have a mortgage to pay off. Oh, dead miner. Oh, sucks to be you. Should have got a gun, dipshits. Jeez, how many of you died in this? Like on hard difficulty, by the way. It just determines how much damage each of us do to each other. It's nothing creative. Oh, he's downed. Poor guy. Right, are we done here? Introduction to combat.
Was some fine work under pressure.
Yeah, sure.
Dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw.
Yeah, I'm the chosen one. Let's get this over with. What is Constellation anyway?
Stare up at the stars at night, wondering what's out there. Well, that's us. That's where we go.
That doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? When I look up at the night sky, that's you, is it? That's where you go. None of that makes sense, Barrett. I'm in.
You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place?
Fine. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
Yep. We get a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna go to the first settlement in the game. We're going to Whiterun. Let's go. He gives me a watch. It's the Illuminati watch. It helps me get into the secret society.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly.
I honestly don't care about any of those questions. We have to hand this dragon stone into Farengar in the middle of Whiterun. Let's go. Come on, robot. Oh, a med pack. But yeah, you can fly the ship. It has some pretty interesting mechanics. Let's get in the cockpit here. Let's press space to take off. Most of these annoying processes you can actually just skip in later on. You can just like fast travel to the planet and it'll just save you pressing all these buttons. But if you're into sort of role-playing, pressing all the buttons and going through all the stages, you can do that. It will just triple the amount of time it takes to do anything. There's a lot of loading screens involved in all this process if you're going to do it that way. So this is the ship tutorial. It's a little bit floaty, but I mean, we are literally floating in space, so what do you expect? I'm gonna go in third person. Right, so he is gonna give me the space tutorial. I don't care. I'm just gonna skip it. You just give all the systems a bit of power, which you use the arrow keys here to do easily. Oh, he overrode it. There we go. So that should just skip it. Power up all systems to skip the tutorial. There we go. Yeah. It's very simple. Arrow keys to change the power that you give to each of these components. You can micromanage it, you cannot do that. You've got your lasers, your ballistics, your missiles, your engines, your shields, and your whatever the grav jump thing's called. So we get into a fight immediately, while the robot's still talking to me. We turn this around. You can press E to target the ship, and it gives you sort of a ship VAT system. So target lock. And we use our various different buttons to do various kinds of damage. Mouse 2 will give you ballistics, mouse 1 will give you laser, G will give you missiles. I'm out of missiles. There we go. Not the worst space combat I've ever been in. Let's try and loot it. We need to get to that little box there. Here we go, slow it down. It didn't work. Come here. Oh god, looting in space is a very interesting mechanic. Here we go. Got some credits and a component. Think we get attacked again after this? Yep. Just to make sure you understood the mechanics. And I think these ones are designed to beat the shit out of you a little bit so you learn how to do repairs. Let's spin this ship around. Lock onto him. There we go. Right, and while he has shields, we want to use our lasers. Maybe missiles as well. And then we want to switch to ballistics for the hull. There we go. You'll see we're completing challenges for the skills I have, which came from my class. Because I'm a bounty hunter, I'm quite a bit better in space compared to most starting characters. We lock onto him. With a bunch of lasers, just target his shields. And then hit him with the ballistics, the missiles. Once you do the tutorial, you do kind of get the point of space combat, and I think there's like piracy in this game as well. Like you can flag down enemy ships, you can make them hand over stuff to you, and then you have to survive like contraband scans. There's a lot of role-playing in this game, which I'm very happy to see, because Bethesda has been toning that down in their games as of late, so it's good to see them listen to their fan base. And, you know, turn up those aspects again. Make it much more of a role-playing game. So, we need to go and kill the local bandit leader as part of this, still a tutorial. There's a lot to tutorialize though, so I'll give them a pass on how extensive this tutorial is. We want to go to... No, I think we stay in Narian. Mission... Oh, yeah. Oh, I have to wait for this dipshit to stop talking before I can do it. Right then, so travel to Kreet. We press M, tab out to the galaxy. Where is Kreet? Kreet is there. Jump to this. Yes. Press X, and you'll travel. We get a little cutscene, and we move to a new planet. I'm not sure if you can just fly there. I've not really tried. It would take you ages to do it anyway. So we're in orbit. We want to select the research lab, and we press X again to actually cutscene into the planet here. I'm pretty sure you can cut out the middleman there, but I'm just doing what the objectives tell you to do in the tutorial. Otherwise, you will be doing a lot of press X, cutscene, press X, cutscene. It's a big game with a lot of areas and mechanics that have to be locked together in some way, so I forgive it for being so weird. So, we get off the ship here, and we're on another piss-coloured planet. We have a friend though. This is Vasco. He is a robot. He's our companion for this operation. So if we press F, we get a scanner, and we can see these trilobites. We have learned about trilobites. I think we get money for doing this as well if we hand these things into someone. It's a bit like No Man's Sky, you do a lot of scanning, but I have so far not really needed to. I haven't felt forced to engage with this mechanic in the mining and stuff. It seems to have taken inspiration. Oh, we might get into a fight with that. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I don't want none. I'm gonna jump over here. I don't want to fight this big ass bug. Leave me alone. Mind your business. I'm not really good at the surveying parts of this game though. Like, I don't get it. I press E on things, I learn things. It's more just for completionists who want to play the game as an explorer. If I wanted to be an explorer, I would have picked the exploration classes. I'm here to shoot people and make money. But this is very useful for looting and, you know, familiarizing yourself with the materials you might need to do various things. But here's the place we're headed to. This is like your first bandit camp in the game. All still part of the tutorial. It's probably the most comprehensive tutorial in a Bethesda game. Hold F to turn on my flashlight. Now if you press F when you're in a interior, it'll show you all the things you can loot. And it'll tell you their values and their mass, which is very useful for looting. I don't really know what I need, so I'm just going to start picking things up that seem vaguely helpful. We'll worry about materials later. The thing I'm going to use most of my carry weight on is picking up their guns and selling them to people. Let's head inside. Ooh, disassembler rattler, what's that? Ah, I got myself like a little revolver here. Does 20% more damage against robots, nice. I'm probably going to stick with energy weapons for this playthrough, because I like lasers, to be honest. Nothing really more than that, but I'm sure I can use that in the meantime. Is it better than the Eon? Let's see. Does the same damage, but it's exactly the same, but it's slightly more accurate, and I have less ammo for it. Well, there's no harm in using it then. Here we go. Little revolver-y type thing. Oh, we've encountered a pirate. I can see their subtitles. There's food. I don't think there's a hunger mechanic. I haven't encountered one if there is. It's just mostly to restore food. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they add a survival mode to this game, because Fallout 4 got a survival mode after it came out. Well, it came with a survival mode, but it wasn't really survival, it was a different thing. And then they made it an actual survival thing, and then Skyrim Special Edition got an official creation club thing that added survival as well. So I would really expect this to get a survival creation club, or maybe just a free update. As of right now, there is no creation club in the game, by the way, if that's something that people were worried about. Oh, hello. Well, we ran out of ammo very quickly. Well, since this one isn't getting backed up by any of their friends, I can just beat them to death with my pistol. Let's switch back to... Actually, we got a maelstrom here. Nice little assault rifle. Robot, go ahead. Get in there. Knock yourself out. Not the most accurate weapon.
You might die.
Words to live by, Vasco. Words to live by. Oh, a Solstice laser pistol, nice. And we got a Grendel. Grendel is this. I actually haven't used this, but it's like an SMG. Sort of a P90 inspired device. There is a sprint, by the way. Anybody was worried about that? Oh, hello enemies. Ah, robot, you got in my way. Stole my kill. Ow. It does a lot of damage. This is like actual decent iron sights. Yeah, I don't particularly like that weapon. Let's see. Where's the solstice? Do I have ammo for it? I do. Heal up. Using the 0 key. It is like that, I'm afraid. Oh, level 2, right. Let's level up. So, basically, when you choose a class, you get a first skill point in a lot of these. The first thing I should probably go into is some kind of combat thing, though. Lasers are my preferred weapon type, so I will get that. Now, you'll see I have a challenge there to kill 20 enemies with a laser weapon, and what that basically means is I will not be allowed to put a perk point into rank 2 of this until I kill 20 enemies with my laser weapons. So it's kind of a mixture of learn by doing and a classic just put a perk point into it system. You don't have to grind your skills up in a learn by doing sense, but you do have to complete a challenge related to the skill in order to unlock the next level to then put a perk in it. It's a pretty interesting way of doing it. I don't hate it. It's a nice balance between just putting perk points in and grinding up skill levels individually. And you'll notice that I have the same for the 3 skills I started with, which is boost pack, training, piloting, and targeting control systems. Boost pack, you need to jump 10 times in combat. Well, boost jump 10 times in combat. I don't have the thing yet, so I can't. We need to destroy 5 ships to upgrade my piloting, and I need to destroy 5 enemy ships while in targeting mode to upgrade my targeting. Did I pick up a better backpack, by the way? Pirate Survival Pack, which has a basic boost pack. There we go. So, since I have the boost pack skill, I can basically double jump. I can do more than a double jump, though. I can do several jumps, but doing it in here will probably just get me killed, but you can see how it works. And if you wanted to sit here and just grind up your challenge there by boost jumping while you're in combat, you can. I'm not particularly fussed about that, though. I don't really need more boost pack. Grab that. You'll notice on the compass on the bottom left there is like enemy markers. Same as any other Bethesda game, but instead of being at the top of your screen on a classic compass, it's on like a mini-map. Hi there. Ow, it's a bad angle. Fortunately, the level design does seem to take boost packs into consideration, and you can sneak around. I completed boost pack training immediately, as soon as I put a boost pack on.
Combat, there is a high likelihood of human death.
Enlightening, Vasco, thank you. All of your ammo and weapons will serve me well. Oh, an Equinox. Nice, a laser rifle. Big fan of this, actually. Served me well in my 3-hour playthrough earlier. Although I had a scoped one. Oh, a pharmaceutical lab. I've never actually seen this. What does it do? Oh, this is where you make your healies. Got it. They're all just jet canisters. I love that. Can you not make... What does snake oil do? Treats brain injury, concussion, heat stroke, hernia, hypothermia, lung damage, poisoning, and radiation poisoning. Are you sure? It's called snake oil. You can make heal paste, which is for burns and frostbite. There's a lot of environmental hazards in this game, so there's a surprising increase in the amount of almost survival-y mechanics it has. Like, I feel like the survival mode should have been in this. It feels like you could just slot it right in there nicely. But no, I expect to see that in future. They'll probably try and charge for it, and then someone will make a mod that's better anyway. You'll see I got 5 kills with a laser weapon there, so it gives me an update to the challenge. That'll let me take the next rank of laser weapons. Is there someone in here? No. Oh, that's gonna end badly if I don't go in this door. That was some games journalist gameplay right there. I was looking away from my screen whilst trying to do that. Blah. Combat can get very disorienting. Peace was never an option, Vasco. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, I've got no digipicks. I can't unlock this. Grab all these maelstroms. They're profitable. At least Vasco doesn't complain about you picking shit up like the other companions do. Hello, Heat Leech.
Had some digipicks and a disregard for personal property rights.
You're goddamn right I do. Let's take these digipicks. I don't care about this lore. let's try and do some digipicking. So this is a new lockpicking mechanic. You have 4 thingies that you can choose between, and you have to get to like the center of this little system. So if we do this, then we get to move on to the next level, I guess. But we have to try and not do what I think I just did. If I press R to undo, I get it back. So we just need to reach the next level kind of without blocking off something here. So if we use this one instead, then we can use this one here, which gives us this one there, and then the last one goes there. And then we get some credits. I like that it's different from Skyrim and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, and that they didn't just go back to using like Oblivion lockpicking, I suppose, which was technically different. That's what Elder Scrolls Online did, it just went back to Oblivion and thought we wouldn't notice. So props for them making a new system. It doesn't feel very original, but it feels different from other Bethesda games, so I'll give them that. What's this? Poison Ripshank. That's a knife, right? Yeah. Deals 30% damage against enemies, randomly deals poison, and slows the target. Could be decent if I was a melee build, but I'm just not. Grab all that. Oh, we're outside. So we have to confront the pirate captain. All it says is deal with him, so various backgrounds are going to be able to deal with this differently.
The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
I won them in a game of poker. I have places to be. Yeah, that. Oh, I'm encumbered. Perfect time for that to happen. Give me a moment. Let's get some high ground. Are those barrels? They are. What's up here? Weapon case, another Grendel. It's over, Brogan. I have the high ground. Don't I have frag grenades? I do. They do 101 damage, just like in Fallout 4. You gotta love games with some history behind them. I didn't even do anything to him. One more. Nope. Must be rolling too far. Right, you shitters need to stop hitting me from random ranges with maelstroms. It does like 9 damage. Jump on down here since those guys have far too good of an angle on me. Oh, I haven't switched my hotkeys up. Hang on. Where's the solstice? That's what I was looking for. I'm gonna need to heal. Boss enemies with automatic weapons. Ow. Ah, he's got shield or armor or whatever that is. Don't you fucking run away from me, you little shit. Kill off the side. Right, let's deal with these last pirates here. Kinda don't want to let his body go away though. Boost and grab that. Incendiary Grendel. Bashing does double damage and it burns. Who's behind me? Still whipped him. I'm over encumbered again. Ship goes away, but we still have to fight them. What was the thing he gave me? The Incendiary Grendel. Randomly deals incendiary damage. Okay. That doesn't seem very random. Where's this guy? Lol. Now I'm over encumbered, but I can still move, and that's because this game has chosen to go with it uses stamina to move at full speed, which I think is preferable compared to the old Bethesda get stuck in position or move very slowly system. Right, I'm gonna go back to my ship and drop some stuff off, but there's something else on this planet that I want that I got in my last run through that seems kind of useful. It's just a little cheeky carry weight boost that if you stick around on this planet you can get. Oh, hang on. I think I can ask the robot to carry things for me. Oh, you got laser ammo, I'll take that. I assume you don't actually need it. Even if you do, I don't care. My inventory. Take some of this heavy shit off of me. Would you sort by weight? Yeah, take these pirate assault spacesuits. Can I move yet? No. There, I can move. Now your ship has a little cargo hold, which should help you with these sort of planetary operations where you want to loot multiple things. No, we're not going to Jemison yet. Where's my inventory? All sort by weight. Let's get rid of all these maelstroms. Equinox, and I don't have much ammo for either of them, but it's fine. I'll find some on the way. Now, ignore what he's saying. I have places to be here. So if you go into your map and zoom into the surface map with G, you'll see that it tells you about some different locations. And you know what I'm immediately noticing? This isn't placed, this is generated, because these are in different places. So maybe the thing I was expecting isn't actually here. It was a magazine that gives you a little carry weight boost. So that's very interesting. That probably adds a lot of replay value. It's sort of, I don't want to say procedurally generated, but somewhat not generated, I guess. There was something over here, I think, definitely. A structure, another structure, and wasn't there another one? There's that over there, which is another structure, so there's plenty to explore around here if you wanted to. You could spend easily like 4 or 5 hours on this first planet alone. I won't, because, you know, that's not good for YouTube, but if I was playing on my own, I might well do that. Just spend the first few hours of the game just exploring this first world. It's a bit of an ugly world, I'm not gonna lie to you. But in the interest of seeing what this has, let's go over to this first structure and see if I can find another skill book. But the one I found originally it was sort of, let me show you on the map. It was here, and it had a skill book on it. I assumed that was placed. Of course, when you don't have a second playthrough and you're used to regular Bethesda games, why wouldn't you assume it was placed? Now, I knew there was some amount of procedural generation going on. I assumed the first planet, at least, would be handcrafted. But no, it seems to be generated in some way, which is very interesting. This looks kind of similar to the place I was before. I wonder if it's the same POI, but in a different location. Or I wonder if maybe... No, I was going to say maybe the directions just switched around, but there was natural structures it didn't tell me about this time. There's a new thing there. Where's the marker for that? Unknown. Hey, get out of my face. Scan. Ah, there's a natural formation. Right, I see pirates. Let's slightly sneak in here. I have a laser weapon, so stealth is really not a thing, but, you know, I don't want to get shot on the approach to the building. Deserted research outpost. I think this is the same location as before, but it's in a new location. That's a very confusing statement. This is the same building as before, but it's in a new location. Which could be a matter of, like, Bethesda said, this has to be on this planet somewhere, or maybe it's just luck that I got it twice. But yeah, I do recognize this. I do worry that I might see this same building again on another planet. Oh fuck, that thing's gonna kill me. It almost did. Kill a couple of pirates really quickly. I need some ammo. There we go. These dog things are horrifying. Give me a weapon here. Yeah, I got plenty of ammo for the maelstroms. Get him, Vasco. Does this thing have a critical spot? Nah, I think it just takes criticals randomly. Oh, did he go down? Whoa. I don't know if it has a melee attack and I don't want to find out the hard way. Ow. Thing hits hard. There we go, we got that one. There was 2 last time, so I gotta keep my eyes open. Using all my med packs here. How did I get this idiot up? Unclear. He's just gonna sit there, I guess. Try and get inside the building. This is more of a close range weapon. Ow. Yeah, this interior does look familiar. Vending machine, 105 credits. I mean, you gotta try it, right? Got some Canuck bacon. Got it. I have no idea what that means. Oh, is this a watermelon? Celery. Fancy. Here we go, this was the same one that gives you a carry weight boost. Oh shit, it's one of the dogs. So yeah, it's the same building as before, but it's in a new location. There we go. Are those fucking bullet casings? Bethesda, you've outdone yourselves. There's bullet casings raining down on me when they fire. Fuck that guy. Oh, he had a modified maelstrom. Any good? Short scope, large mag, semi-auto. We'll see how good that is. Not bad. Ooh.
Our deaths over
Skip
your
shot
own
maelstrom.
survival.
Instigating deals double damage to targets with full health. Oh, couldn't read that fast enough. New items, skip shot maelstrom. Med theft. Chance that humans drop an extra med pack on death. Skip shot. Every 4th shot fires 2 projectiles at once. This is insane. I don't know if it's good, but like in terms of how many stats that has, it's like a 3-star legendary right there. Right, let's see if there's any good loot around here. I think they're all dead. We get the spacesuit workbench, the industrial workbench, the... what's it called? There's a weapons one around here as well, if it's the exact same place. Yeah, that extra 5 kilograms of carry capacity is welcomed. Here we go, weapon workbench. Oh, I'm in combat still. Okay, noted. I have very little I can make right now anyway, but I was going to show it off. Oh yeah, we can make a friend. Computer. Update friend and foe settings, recalibrate them. It will now protect me, and then we activate the not a protect run. Hello. Oh, you're red this time.
Interfere with my tasks.
It was blue before.
Please proceed with caution. There is heavy machinery operating in this area.
You're the heavy machinery, presumably. Right, so let's go find this last guy. Oh wait, I can't find them anymore. Oh well, I guess they died off. Maybe starvation. So if we take like the Equinox, you'll see that there's a bunch of mods, but you need to be able to craft them with materials up here on the top right, but you also need to learn the research, and the research is done with a different mechanic entirely. Rather than, say, taking a skill point and just getting it, you research it at a research bench with more materials, and that tells you how to make, like, a long barrel for every weapon, for example. And there's very little you can do without that, which makes research important. So if I take this modified maelstrom with the large mag and give it a standard mag, do I then get the other one back? Like if I take the skip shot one now, can I then put a large mag on? What type of mag did I have? I can make a tactical magazine. What does that do? Lighter mag. That's just lighter, okay. But don't I still have the magazine though? That's the thing. That's what I want to know. You get the mod back if you take it off. It doesn't seem like you do. Or if you do, it doesn't mean you can actually just still use it. You might need to learn how to use it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I tried it with another thing and it does just seem to be, like, even if you get the mod on another weapon, you can't just, like, take it off and put it on this. Make of that what you will. Oh, Operation Security Computer. Open door. What door did I open? I didn't see a door. Oh, hi. There's a pirate in here. A repulsing Demos pack? Technician, 15% less damage from robotic enemies, radiation resistance, and a chance to disarm nearby attackers. I mean, it's better than what I have, so I will wear that. Got a legendary repulsor jetpack thing. So is there like a loot chest in here? Ah, here we go. Furious Rattler. Each consecutive hit does more damage. Credits. And a bunch of materials. So let's head out and go to the next actual quest objective. I wanted to get this out of the way because I knew there was a good book here, just by chance. Well, I thought there would be, and then we discovered that it was slightly randomly generated, but this one is still here anyway. It's a whole thing. Let's fast travel back to the ship. I'm assuming I can fast travel? No. You can't fast travel if you're over encumbered, like in every Bethesda game. So let me drop something. Actually, I can give things to the robot, can't I? And instead of going all the way back to my ship and all that kind of thing, I'm just gonna go out, out, out. Go right to Alpha Centauri, set the course, and just jump. Skip all the running back to my ship, skip all the cutscenes and pressing buttons, you can just go straight to here, and then you do the contraband scan, which is a part of the piracy mechanic, and then you can land on the planet. Cool. And then we can just click on New Atlantis and press land. This is your first, presumably, you might go off into the galaxy and do whatever, but this should be your first civilized area you find. Press X to exit the ship, and we'll get into a little bit of a dialogue here about repairing your ship and stuff like that. So you can ask for repairs, you can modify your ship, which is a whole mechanic. Like, you can I haven't really done this, so you can go into the shipbuilder and you can take pieces off your ship if you want to. You can buy new parts. Let's see, add. Let's say I wanted another shield generator. I don't want to waste money on this actually. Let's see. But there's a lot of tabs here. Yeah, that was a lot of tabs. And then you get your flight check if you want to make sure that your thing can actually fly with the abomination you made, and you can upgrade them. So say I wanted to upgrade my generator. Click on that. You can replace it with the next tier up, which would have more power. My current one has 14 and this one has 16. I don't really need to. I've not found a need to do this. You can see you can have other ships here. I've only got one. But yeah, there's a full-on like shipbuilding mechanic in this game. I just don't really know much about it. And from what I'm told, it's a bit of a late game thing. You can also buy ships from him. I'm sure this is extremely expensive. Yeah, 72,000 credits. I can buy half my house for that. There's whatever this fucking thing is. The Econohall. The Achilles. So yeah, and you can make these out of your own components, but it involves a lot of researching and building new things and stuff. Shield breaker. So yeah, there's a lot of shipbuilding in this game. I just don't have much to say about it yet. Right.
Everything looks good here.
So let's head over to this green thing. It's sort of an automated seller. Start selling it some of my dumb shit. So sort by weight first. I'm just gonna sell whatever I don't need. Now it only has so many credits, so this is only so useful. I sold my solstice by accident, damn it. And then you can also sell from your ship's inventory by pressing Q, which I believe I have even more weapons aboard. I can only get a partial value for that, and then they're out of credits and I have 13,000. Not a bad start. But there's other traders, but we should do the actual quest first, the one to go and see the lodge, and then we'll run around buying and selling. I forgot to look up. This city is huge, by the way. I assume we can go to all of it. Unknown, though. I haven't tried. Let's go to the Mass District so we can start the main storyline. It is raining. Here we are, the lodge. That's what I said. Oh, we got a level. Hang on. So, I'm not sure what I want to get, but I think rather than going deeper into skills, I should start opening up other things so I can start progressing the challenges faster. Now, I should mention, if you want to go into something like the next tier here, say these blue level ones, you need to spend 3 more points in combat overall to unlock them, which means 3 more points in this. You can spread that however you like. You can go 4 points into this skill, or you can go 4 points into each of these, but that is how you unlock the next level, and then you need 7 to get to the purple one. Now, you don't necessarily need to take any blue ones to get to the purples, you just need to take extra grey ones to get to the purples, and the same is true of yellows. You can do it based off of just the grey if you want to get to the yellow, but you do need to do some amount of investment first. I am going to get actually, I'm going to get commerce to sell for 10% more. This character's all about money. So I want money. So, let's go inside the lodge, use my Illuminati watch to get inside. I swear I'm wearing a spacesuit right now. This shouldn't really be how this works. Yeah, I am. Alright, come on you bunch of boring people. Oh, you have to explore space. No, we don't. Take the Dragonstone, leave me alone.
Tell us what happened to our friend.
He's dead and I killed him and you're next. Okay, I'll be honest. I saw bright lights and music when I touched the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow.
Material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
Oh, these people are dorks.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
It's not exciting,
Not to take
lady.
away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
Fuck you, pay me.
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
It's not. And, so I could abandon the main story, but I imagine most people kinda want to see it. So we will start and go down this path, but I don't think it makes much sense for my character to give a fuck about these weird people and their stupid desire for this artifact.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon.
Can I not just shoot
Come
myself in
find
the
me when
leg?
you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together.
Oh goody.
Get your feet wet.
No. I hate these people. Oh, a skill point. Let's take that persuasion one. Need to be able to persuade if I'm gonna get people to pay me to do this shit. Right, so talk to Sarah. Oh, hang on, there's a magazine. Reduce fall damage by 5%. Sure.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
I hate you. I'm ready. I'm excited. My first mission. Never pays
You've
off.
done this before, eh? Wise words.
Watch each other's back, we'll be fine.
Either
Can I
find
just
an
piss her
artifact
off and get
or
myself
see
locked out of this faction for the main storyline because I hate them? Yeah, let's just go.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check it and
I'm
listen.
going to be visiting the
Whatever you were
vendors
before,
first.
or member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Whatever.
Good.
Okay, so we got rid of the robot and now she's stuck with us. These fucking space dorks. I just want to kill people. Now, I want to check out the vendors and sell them things. And we can also go and see my home on Nezoi. I'm not sure how to say that, but whatever. There's nothing in it though, so there's no real advantage to doing that right now. It's just an introduction to the outpost system. Once I've got more materials, I'll go over there and actually build myself a nice base, but that's just a bit of a waste of time right now. So let's head over to the commercial area and see if we can find people to sell my random firearms to.
Your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy.
I do.
These are like literal scouts. You literally have your hand up and everything. Oh, I'm gonna kill some of you at some point, I know it. Ah, a bank. Seems vaguely commercial. Let's see what he has, but he's clearly full of shit. He has a cutter. Or is this my inventory? No, this is his inventory. He's just selling 4 cutters. The resources could be of value to me. A lot of these things are used in a lot of things. So I can sell from my inventory and the ship's inventory here. Nice. Don't think I need a coffee mug. I'm glad this guy's willing to buy just all these random weapons I have without any evidence that they're illegal. There we go. So, that has given me 25,000 credits, not bad. And I got the challenge for the commerce thing, so now I'm allowed to get the next rank, which is good. Please bump into something. Please, please bump into it. Please. Ugh. Your pathfinding is perfect. Assertive beeps, I see. Well, that's me told. Hello. What do you have for sale?
Well,
Let's see, weapons. I would like a combat knife as a backup. I'll take one of those. That is some serious firepower, and I cannot even afford it. That'll do
you're
for me.
always welcome.
I don't have any laser weapons. That's fine. The place we're going is filled with a bunch of guys who have laser weapons anyway. But that does feel silly that I spent like 10k credits on ammo I can't use. In the meantime, let me put this on 2, and let me put this on 3. My knife.
I'm gonna go down.
Yep, pretty good knife. Let's go complete the quest then. Hello.
Another space explorer.
I am not joining your weird little gang of morons. Alright, to skip the lengthy dialogue, we're going to Mars to try and find some guy who is of some intrigue to Sarah here. So let me go ahead and go to Mars. What's this? Oh, the gravity here is crazy. Control console. No cargo links active. Maybe I need to set up an outpost, which is probably what I could use my base for. This is different from the last time I was here. Is even the settlement slightly randomly generated? Or maybe I just landed in a different place. Yeah, I landed... Yeah, this is different. So this is slightly randomly generated then. Okay. On the outside. On the inside, I'm sure it is actually hand-placed. But where's their trade thing? Ah, there it is. There's actually a couple of bounty hunter opportunities in here, which are pretty interesting for my character. Base Australian here. He has some underhanded work for me, where basically I bring him ores to help him get over his quotas so he can get better equipment. So I am just going to talk him into letting me do that.
Maybe you could help me.
So, we just need to bring him... It was 10 iron last time, maybe it's the same this time? Yeah, bring him 10 iron. Easy enough. Here's a Tracker Alliance
You
agent.
look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty.
He has a
The
job for
Trackers
me.
Alliance could always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals.
What if I'm already a bounty hunter?
Did someone tell you that, darling? If so, it's complete hogwash.
Ignore the
No,
shaking
the
screen, it's fine.
Trackers Alliance is more of a loose collection of bounty hunters that all agree not to step on each other's toes. So, as long as you're willing to not work against the other trackers when you take jobs from us, you're golden.
And this is where I could ask her to clear the wanted trait. I don't want to do that, that's kind of boring. So I'm looking for bounty hunter work.
So, you're fixing to take yourself on a little bounty hunt.
We go to
Well,
the Broken
look,
Spear. And she has a job for me as well.
Good. Here's the short of it. I'm only stationed here because I made a mistake. Killed the wrong bounty, and the right one got away. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I think he's smart enough to know better. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger to you.
I'm in.
Alright, so, you're gonna want to take this here?
So
You're gonna wanna
this
make sure
is
it'll
just
track
the
down
training for the
clear out
boost
and come
pack.
back.
That's actually all this quest does. It just tells you how to use the boost pack. It's very deceptive, but I immediately noticed that that is what it is. Let's see here. Mission board. Now this I really like. You get a bunch of bounties that are of varying difficulty and even have time frames, and you just get paid for them. You can just do bounty hunting. If that's what you want to do in Starfield, this is just a lifestyle you can take on. And there seems to be a lot of sort of, I don't want to say dull, but mundane lifestyles that you can take on in Starfield if you want to. You don't have to go off and do some big galactic quest. If you just want to be a bounty hunter, which I kind of just want to be a bounty hunter, but I will do the main quest, you can do that. You can move things around, as in like shipping. I'm not just talking about like weightlifting or something. You can become an outpost builder. There's a lot of opportunities to just do generic stuff that's a lot better than the generic stuff we've seen in previous Bethesda games. But I have 4 bounties now to go and kill, scan, and destroy fleets. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Let's talk to this guy for the story though.
Keep it simple or keep to yourself, and everyone will be happy.
Looking for a vanguard named
Ain't been
Moira.
around. One off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since.
Now, this is one of the really interesting mechanics in Starfield. Ignore him, he's just talking about background. I want to get to the interesting mechanic here. Your companion can speak on your behalf. What they will say is written next to their name. So, because I have Sarah Morgan here, she can help me get further in this quest, which I imagine would be true of various other companions as well. If you have them there for the special dialogue, you can get them to do things for you in the dialogue, which is really interesting to me. So let's say Sarah Morgan's line here, skip to the part where you admit you're lying.
I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Clint
Oh,
Eastwood over
please.
here.
2 strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine.
Now I'm going to try and persuade him as well. He could need help, he shouldn't put a price on that.
Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You're gonna guilt
But it's
trip
not
me?
as simple as previous games. We're going back to the days of Oblivion with the cheese wheels. No, it's not quite cheese wheels. But what we have here is a mini game for persuasion. To persuade a person, you need to make successful choices. Choices can range from kind words to distractions to threats. Each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance the choice fails, but the more points towards that persuasion you'll earn when you succeed. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you can never fail if your last choice succeeded. I don't know what that last part means, but let's see. So, we have a very easy one here. What matters more to you, the money or Moira's life? Or, we can go for the hard one. Every minute that passes, he could be in danger. Now, I'm going to go for the easy one because I want to build up my persuasion skills. Because if I persuade 3 people, then I'm allowed to take the next rank of persuasion, which makes all of this easier. So, what matters to you more, the money or Moira's life?
Guess
We
I should
failed
ask
that
you
one.
this. You paying or what?
But, there's another layer. We could be the only ones who could find him.
Maybe.
There we go. There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
I hear you.
This is just like Oblivion cheese wheels. Now we're getting somewhere.
I'm trying to be reasonable here.
There we go.
Alright,
We've persuaded him.
Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Alright, there we go. Now we're going to go to Venus. But that is going to have to wait for the next episode. As you can see, this video is already quite long, but I'm quite happy with how well it's covered the starting mechanics of Starfield. If you want to see this series continue, then be sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe. I normally don't ask for these things, but on the first episode of a new series, especially one as experimental for my channel as Starfield, I think I'm going to break that rule and ask you guys to help me out and get this video further than it would normally get to make sure that it's worth doing more videos on it. Right now the plan is to do 5 videos. If you want to see it go for a full series, you have to let me know. In the meantime though, a special thank you to my members and patrons. If you want to become one of those, you can find the links down in the description. If you've watched this video, you'll probably be interested in another one. I would recommend the one on the top right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.